Hey guys, hey gals. As I said, I'm going to do my best to post new content. So, the first video I'm going to post up is a little talk about the phenomenon which has popped up in the last couple of years about online coaching. Now, if you go back 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when bodybuilding was in its heyday, you would get a handful of coaches, and I'm talking single digit numbers within this country that would be the accredited coaches that you would go to get in shape. If you wanted to get ready for a fucking contest prep or get ready for a show, you would go to these guys. They're still around today, for God's sake. I mean, Tommy Staunton, Brian Hickey, that's two of them. Phil Graham. There's more in this country, I mean, but you have to use your head when looking for online coaching or even just face-to-face personal training. But what's happened now, because of social media and fucking newfound way to establish your presence in the fitness community, you get these young guys, they're age 20, they're age 21, and you know what? Well done, you've got an Instagram account. Okay, you're among the billions of people who have an Instagram account. You go to the gym, you look reasonably well, you have maybe your top two abs, or you may have a six-pack, or you may be in reasonably decent shape. Have you gone and gotten a qualification to be a personal trainer? Have you gone and competed in any shows? Have you proven your track record? Do you have a fucking any form of knowledge of the biomechanics of the human body, about how nutrition affects the chemistry that goes on within your own biology? Have you any sense of what goes on? What happens if someone has diabetes or they want to get ready for a show? What are you going to do? Look, I'm not claiming to be an online coach. I'm not. I've no interest in being an online coach. I've no interest in being a personal trainer. I have tried it before. And when you get a young guy coming up to you and he comes up and asks you for help, first of all, they'll be all willing to learn and they'll be willing to take on your advice. And you know what? I do it for free. I just want to help guys. I want to help guys do it perfectly and do it correctly and don't fuck up the way I fucked up when I started out training. But, look, back to the point. They have these new guys popping up and they don't have a proven track record. And they're promoting themselves as online coaches on social media. And, I think it's unfounded. I think it's stupid. Matter of fact, I think it's probably one of the it's terrible, because you get these young guys who are contacting these guys about how to train, and these guys don't have a clue how to train in all reality. I've seen them train. They train like it's ridiculous how they train. They go in, they train with about as much intensity as a fucking a marshmallow humping a cloud. You know what I mean? It's like use your head. Who are you going to turn to? It's like someone who knows how to train, someone who knows nutrition, or somebody who has a decent social media presence, somebody who looks in relatively decent shape. It's like, but these young guys don't know any better. It's like, I mean, they hop on Instagram. These are the guys who pop up on their feed, and that's why I fucking decided to create this YouTube account, because it's pissing me off. I mean, I don't like the fact that these guys are the dominant face of the social media. I mean, it's not bad, but at the same time, it's not. I don't think they should be the guys to look up to. I mean, granted, you have a few. Rob Lipsett, the trendsetter for the fitness face in Ireland. He was the first guy to do it. I remember him before he became famous. Seeing him in Raw in town, busting his ass. But then you get the guys who are trying to ride his coattails, and these are the guys who I'm talking about. Look, my point is, online coaching, if you're going to be a personal trainer, you have to do two things. Expanding your knowledge. Don't have an ego. Don't be afraid to learn and keep learning, because you know what, there's no wrong way, but there's no right way, but there is a safe way and there is an unsafe way to do things. I mean, look, I'm not going to ask fucking a 20-year-old about how to get ready for the nationals. I mean, what are they going to do? So are they going to tell me how to get down to single digit body fat? They're going to tell me how it feels when my glutes are shredded and how it hurts to sit down on a chair and I have to put pillows under my ass as cushioning. No. Look, my point is, you want to you want to do it the right way. If you're going to be a personal trainer, do it the right way. Prove yourself that you can get in shape, number one. Number two, expand your knowledge. Number three, don't be, look, great example, Ian McGarry. He's what, in his mid-20s, but he has his own gym. He has a fucking, keeps expanding his knowledge. He has a great knowledge on biomechanics and the supplementation, how it affects the human body. And his clients are evidence of that. You know, fucking Carlos Sullivan, great natural bodybuilder, great natural coach. You know, he's big name in fly fit. I remember him before he even became as well known as a trainer as he was. But you know, it's funny. It's like I've had various guys come up to me and they said, "Oh, do you know Carlos?" I was like, "Yeah, no, I used to train with him like 4 years ago." It's like those are the guys who you want to go to if you want to get in shape because they have a proven track record. Now, the reason why I don't train people is, apart from having like, I've never wanted to be a personal trainer. You know, I simply like to train myself. I like going in the gym, killing it, and you know, making the changes to myself. That's my interest. And look, as I said, I've trained it. I've helped train a few people, but young guys are stubborn. They don't want to listen to it. It's like fucking hell. It's like I remember the first month I was training somebody, and he kept contradicting every fucking thing I had to say, even when I just told him, dude, you want to get your bench up to 100? He was benching 80 at the time. You want to get your bench up to 100? Wait 3 fucking months. Adhere to what I'm telling you to do. And don't be stubborn. You can't rush these things. I mean, look, I can bench 150. It took me 6 years to get up to 160. And that's not even the bad. Like, I wouldn't call that a great bench. You know, like, come on. When it comes down to it, you know, it's bodybuilding. But that's my point. You don't, it takes work to be a trainer, so don't promote yourself as an online coach if you're not going to put in the work. You know, look, it's just a rant. You know, it's just my view on the opinion. To conclude, if you want to be a trainer, all power to you. But you're the ones putting your clients at risk if you don't know what you're doing. You're the ones who are going off and promoting yourself. You know, it's funny because like I've had people come up to me and it's like they've been put on these ridiculous cycles. They've been put on these ridiculous training protocols. It's like, who put you on those? And then I'm told to put them on there. It's like, are you serious? It's like, you have to use your head. So go to the accredited coaches. Do your research before going to coaches and getting coaching. And if you're going to be a coach, put in the work beforehand, establish your name, prove that you can do it. And for God's sake, like, look, people use online coaching as a basis because when you're not helping them face to face, you're not under any liability. So if they hurt themselves, you're not going to be in any trouble. That's why all these young guys are doing online coaching. I guarantee that they wouldn't have a damn clue about how to get someone into contest ready shape, or they wouldn't know how to train someone correctly for a powerlifting meet. Look, as I'm saying, look, if someone asks me for a little bit of advice, I have no problem giving advice, but I'm not a personal trainer. I'm not saying I'm a personal trainer. Like, do I have enough knowledge? Yes. Am I willing to learn? Of course I am. You know, I'm always open to new suggestions on how to do things, and like that's how you better yourself as a trainer. But I'm not a personal trainer. But God, for God's sake, just it's just a pity because a lot of the good personal trainers don't have a social media presence. So they're the ones who aren't getting as many clients now because it's through word of mouth that they get their clients. That's why, as I said, I'm on the YouTube because I want to fucking spread the word, get it out there. You know, look, tomorrow I will be recording my first training video. I will be going out for the day. I will be training shoulders or chest. I will show you how I do things. You know, I'm week 11 into prep. I think, yeah, week 11 to the show. I think you'll find it interesting anyway. You know, uh, I show you what I eat. I show you what I do day to day on my off days. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. You know. Also, if anyone can provide me a link on how to get a decent YouTube intro, or if someone is willing to do me up a decent YouTube intro, I will be very, very appreciative. And I will fork you a bit of money. Um, all right, that's all I have to say. So, like, follow, subscribe, and own out.